The summer is almost here. Whoa! And what are you doing this summer? Hey? Maybe you are taking a road trip, flying, biking, walking, swimming. Maybe you are going to do some things with the family, with friends, by yourself, or maybe you're just going to stay at home, work on starting a business or developing your existing business. Whatever you're doing, I wish you all the best. So today we're going to talk about some things to get you started or to keep you going. Okay, stay tuned. Hey everyone, if you are new or returning, welcome. My name is Lori Ann, and it's coming. I've got officially, 18, 19 days, 20, I got end of June. We can do this. I regularly get emails asking me, is it too late to start Teachers Pay Teachers? And the answer I give them always is no, it's not too late. And the summer is a great time to start a business, whether that be Teachers Pay Teachers, or maybe you want to work on Etsy or Boom Learning, right? Or start a website or a blog, or right? The summer is a great time because you don't have to be thinking about school. You've got a few more hours on your hands, right? So the three things that I always recommend if you are starting your store right now, okay? There's lots more, okay? These are three things just to get you going. Number one is, if you don't have an existing account, open up an account. And I have a short, or I have a video, I can't remember now. I might do another short if I don't have an existing short on how to do that. If you currently have a buyer account, you can just switch it to a seller account. They will need some payment information, but if you've got something already happening on Teachers Pay Teachers or Boom or whatever, like I said, they'll just need some payment information. They will ask you what kind of seller you want to be. Just start with a basic seller. You don't have to spend the $60 yet. It's coming. But right now, we're going to try and do this as free as possible, okay? Number two, you are required to upload a freebie for Teachers Pay Teachers, okay? I don't think you need to do that for some of the other platforms. You don't need to do it for Boom. You don't need to do it for Etsy or Classful. Made by teachers. I don't think any of them need a freebie, but Teachers Pay Teachers does. Make a high quality product, okay? And you might be working on a big product. Just take a few pages from that bigger product and you can use it as a freebie. Or if you just have something that is small, less than 10 pages, use that as your freebie. This is a way for buyers to get to know who you are and what kind of quality you are going to provide them. So you want to make sure that freebie is quality, okay? And then the last thing, number three, and this is me personally. This was something I set up when I started Teachers Pay Teachers back in 2020, the summer of 2020. I made a goal to have 10 products uploaded onto Teachers Pay Teachers before the back to school sale in August. So it usually falls around the second Tuesday and Wednesday of the month. Make a goal to have 10. If you get 20, 30, 50, good on you. But put 10 on there. That doesn't mean you're going to get sales, but to have 10 means if someone likes your freebie, they might buy more than one thing. Okay? So that's to get you going. There are plenty more things. Subscribe to the channel and or marathon watch some of the other videos in the playlist that I'll point to at the end. There's lots of stuff there for you, okay? Let me know. Email me if you're starting a store, and also you can join our Facebook group, which I'll talk a little bit later on. But yeah, welcome to Teacher Side Hustles. I also sell a TPT checklist on what you need to do from beginning to end to get a product uploaded. They don't cost very much, but they're in my online store, which you can get a link to down below. Okay. Now, if you have a store, whether it be for a year, 2 years, more years, I'm going to try a couple. I'm going to give you a couple of different suggestions. Try one, try none, right? Maybe brainstorm some of your own ideas. But to me, if you want different results than what you're currently getting, you've got to try something different. That makes sense, okay? If you are making $50 a month and you want to make $100 a month, then again, you've got to do something different. $100 to $200, $200 to $400, $400 to $800. Suggestion number 1, look at your data. Look to see what was selling last year in the summer. Look at if you made any sales in July, look at July. August, look at September. Look at see what your top 5 to 10 products are for each of those months. And you've got to spend some time thinking about this. Would it be better to either make more products of that same type or upgrade those existing products because you know they're already selling, upgrade them, up the price, see what happens, right? It's trying to decide whether you want to make more or upgrade the existing. Maybe you even want to do a combination of both. That's sort of what I'm doing this year. I've got a couple new things that I want to finish making. I've started them, but I also see some products that I can boost a little bit and then boost the price just a little bit too, because they're already selling. So I know people are interested in that product, right? So that's one suggestion. So either making more products or boosting some products, okay? Number 2, look to see if you can make more bundles in your store. Bundles are going to help you make more money. And this was really funny. I was reminded of this in a Facebook group post someone made, that they made some really crazy combinations for some bundles and they sold. You know, who knows what people want, right? So if there are some similar subjects, similar grades, similar season stuff, bundle them. Just bundle them. And people are buying, some people are already buying Christmas stuff now. And they might be doing that during the back to school sale, which is the second week of August, right? As I've said. So bundle some more stuff. Bundle some more stuff. Another suggestion is to maybe update your covers. Give them a fresh look. Maybe you want to switch out some of your brand colors. Change some of your covers, right? Spend some time doing that. And the last one I want to talk about is there are a lot of activities happening in the internet world about different conferences or summits, teacher seller summits or things like that. And if you have not joined one before, then consider joining one. The TPT Forward conference is happening the 13th or something like that of July. Maybe you want to do the virtual unless you can afford to go to Boston for a couple days, try the virtual one. The rebranded teacher has a summit with a lot of different sellers speaking at that. That one is the first week of July, I think it is. Jillian Fernandez is doing the hot summer for the month of July. I did her hot summer last year. It was actually quite good. I enjoyed it because it was different. And I got some ideas. I didn't act on some of them, but I will this year. I told myself, when you get a good idea, like act on it. I didn't. I will this year. So I'm going to actually join that one too. That one was, how much was that one? I can't remember, but I thought they gave lots of freebies and things, and a lot of tutorials, which are great. Tutorials are wonderful. That's why I do tutorials. I connect with people that do tutorials. I enjoy that. In our Facebook group, the Side Hustle Help for TPT and Boom, I'm going to be giving some challenges, and these are mainly going to be 3-day challenges, so 3 days of intensive work. Now, intensive is going to look different for everybody. For some people, if they get 2 hours, for over 3 days done, that's happiness for them. There are other people that are going to try and do 8 or 10 hours over 3 days. I'm going to be doing those. I'm going to be sending out some information and doing a Facebook Live in the next week, 2 weeks. I'm starting report cards. So it's not going to start happening until July. So I have most of June to get the information out. But that's going to be free. We'll probably do some Facebook Lives and maybe a couple little prizes and things like that. But you're welcome to join that. If you are not on our Facebook group, you can just head over to Facebook and select join, but answer the questions. I want to know if you don't have a TPT name, because I ask for that, because I look at your stores. But if you don't have one, just say I haven't opened a store yet. Okay? And feel free that if you are in the Facebook group, you haven't opened a store, feel free to comment and ask the questions, because the people there are wonderful and they're super helpful, and you can get a lot of stuff answered right there. You might also want to consider trying something new this summer. Again, you might want to consider uploading products to another marketplace such as Classful, Made by Teachers, Etsy, Boom. Those are all good companies. Some are a little bit harder, like if you're an international seller, right? There's stipulations, but maybe that's something you want to consider looking at. You can also, maybe you want to consider even starting a blog or a Pinterest account or a podcast. I can't tell you anything about podcasts. There are other people here on YouTube that can happily tell you about starting a podcast. Or maybe you want to focus on doing TikTok or Reels. Do you need all these things to build a TPT business? No. It will come down to visibility. I need a song to go with this. Visibility. Okay. And we will talk about that actually in an upcoming video. One of the things I will also just kind of end with is, if you are still in school like I am, and you started making the summer to-do list like I have, I would start some of those things now. One of the things that I have done in the past, and I'm really working on changing these things. Again, I want different results this coming year, so I need to do some different things, okay? I decided that instead of making this ridiculously long to-do list, yes, I'm going to make that list because these are things I want done. But there's some house things like painting this office, and I've already started doing things. That's the different thing that I did. I'm not waiting until July 1st, because I'm just not. I just think sometimes we can almost overthink things too much, and then we can almost overthink ourselves out of action and productivity. So right now, even though I'm really feeling this year, and I want it to end, I've got, I think, officially 21, 22 school days left. One of the things I'm trying to do is, with my summer list, just looking at a couple things going, okay, what can I start now just to get myself into that mode, so that when the summer does hit, right, I'm not going to hit my list running on July 1st. July 1st is a Canadian holiday. I'm taking the holiday, right? But it's also a Saturday. But I'm just thinking of different ways to approach my list. So again, looking for different results for this coming year. All right? Okay, so wherever you are in the world, I hope you and your family are staying safe and being healthy, and have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed summer. Yeah? Yes. Whether you're in school or not. If you're still in school, we can do this. We're going to finish strong. Now let's love on our kids and get them to have a strong finish to their school year too. So we'll catch you in that video or the playlist. And I'm going to have a couple more shorts coming out sometime in June about some of these little things that I've been talking about even in today's video. See ya!